Hey, let me ask you a question. When you're buying a home or a townhome or a condo or any type of real estate, do you want the seller and the listing broker to be able to tell you everything they know about that property? I'm sure you do. Well, that's the topic of our next conversation. Be right back. Hey, welcome back. It's Brian Chandler from Remax Alliance, Parker, Colorado. Working out of home as usual. Anyway, today we're going to go over disclosure. What is a seller obligated to tell you when you're buying their property? What's a listing broker or anybody involved with the transaction for that matter who's aware of situations with the property? So, hey, if you get a chance, come by, take a look at my website, which is briansells.us. And here you can do property searches. You can get market updates, various services, get home evaluations. And do have a nice blog that we put up a lot of information every couple of days, things affecting the market and such. So, uh, seller's property disclosure statement. Now, this is something that is comes up in the agreement to buy and sell. They have a clause in there that says that the seller is going to provide you with a seller's property disclosure statement. And what that is basically is in Colorado, anyway, here, it's about 8 pages of fun information about the property, structural conditions, roof, appliances, what's there, if they're aware of any problems, any issues, if anything's not functioning properly, is there issues with drainage, any leaks, really anything about the property that the seller is aware of at the time that this form is completed. So you're probably thinking, hey, that's awesome, right? It gets to tell me everything about the property and I get to check it out. Well, yes and no, because this clause here, 10.1, property disclosure on behalf of the seller property disclosure deadline, seller agrees to deliver to buyer the most current version of the applicable seller's property disclosure form. Well, contractually, the seller does not need to provide that form to you. So you're thinking, well, what the heck? Now, how do I know? Well, even though he doesn't provide you with this particular form, 10.2 indicates that he does need to disclose to the buyer all adverse material facts that he's aware of. So that's anything about the property that could adversely affect it as far as you're buying the property or the value of the property. And the listing broker is aware of anything that the seller may not have disclosed. He's under obligation to notify you as well through your listing broker. But if you do get the seller's disclosure statement, which is pretty common that you do, please go through it very thoroughly. Take a look at everything that's in there that's listed so you're very familiar with the property and what should be working and what may not be working or what may have a potential issue. If you have any questions, let your broker know. He will contact the other broker. They'll discuss it with the seller and try to clarify the situation. But you need to do this quickly because there is a deadline that you need to respond if you object to anything that's here. So if you're going to object, you need to do so in writing by the time of the deadline. If you don't object, then you basically are saying, I accept everything that's there, regardless of what it says. So we want to make sure you're protected in that way. And that's really about it. Just go over the seller's disclosure when you do receive it or any documentation they provide you with, if not the seller's disclosure. Any questions that arise, clarify that with your broker, let him ask the questions, get something back in writing to protect yourself. Anyway, that's it for now. It's Brian Chandler, Remax Alliance. Oh, by the way, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because you will be able to get a lot of great tips like this that I'll provide you with to help you. And if you have any questions at all and I can be of service to you, even though you may not be in my area, don't hesitate to reach out. Email me, give me a call. Phone number's on the website, of course. So take care. Until next time, Brian Chandler, Remax Alliance, Parker, Colorado. Checking out.